Hello, and welcome to our domain training, where we're going to learn about the different options that you have regarding domains inside of the DeltaNet. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to search for domain here in the search bar, and then you're going to go to the navigation item, Domains. From this page, you're then going to go to the plus sign. You have the option here to either set up a domain that you own or to purchase a domain. You do have the option to purchase a domain through Delta, and then you don't have to move any records over. You just purchase it through us, you pay for your security certificate, and it's as simple as that, and then pretty much your domain's set up at that point. But if you already have one, you can use the Setup Domain I Own option here as well. Here you're just going to add Here, you're just going to type in the domain that you currently own, and you're going to make sure that this email address is correct, because as soon as you hit submit, the next steps are going to be sent to that email as well as popping up here on the screen. So once you've added your domain in here for processing, you're going to need to go to the domain registrar and add this TXT record. So right here, if you touch this TXT record, it's immediately going to copy it for you. And then if you purchased your domain through GoDaddy or another service, you're going to go to that registrar and edit your records and add the TXT record at that point. And we'll show you how to do that here next. Now we're going to give an example of how to add that TXT record in GoDaddy. You'll come here to the home page, and then you're going to go up and you're going to find this settings tab right here. You're going to open that up and you're going to go to your domains page. From your domains page, you're going to find the domain in question, the one that you're currently trying to make your website, and you're going to go to the three dots next to that domain and go to Manage DNS. Then from the DNS page, you'll see the current records that are attached to that domain, and you're just going to add a new record, choose the type to be TXT. You're going to make that host the @ symbol, and then you're going to copy and paste that TXT value that we had inside of the DeltaNet. You're going to keep your TTL as 1 hour, and then you're just going to save that new record onto your domain here inside of GoDaddy. Once that TXT record has been added, it's now telling GoDaddy and the DeltaNet that they can communicate between each other to utilize that domain for your website. Now that you've added that new TXT record, you're going to come back here into the DeltaNet and take a look at the second bubble here. You'll see that it probably won't be green yet. It can take an hour and maybe even up to 12 hours for the two to communicate and for that ownership to be verified. So once this has turned green, then you're going to move on to this next step here, which is where you're going to update your name servers, ns1.deltagroup.com and ns2@deltagroup.com. And you're going to do that at your registrar. So if you do use GoDaddy, you're going to go back to GoDaddy and you're going to add some name servers once this has turned green and the verify ownership has been completed. Important thing to note here is that you don't want to update your name servers if you are currently using an email that uses your domain as a part of it. So for example, if I used realestate@hollymae.com, then I have a email that is associated with this domain. There needs to be additional records in place in order for that domain, that email to not break during the process of switching this domain over. So if you do happen to have an email associated with this domain, the best route is to contact our support team at support@deltagroup.com, or you can call in and get some advice on how to add those MX records so that your email does not break. Now let's pop back into GoDaddy to take a look at adding our name servers. So you're going to do the same thing as before. You're going to go to those settings and you're going to go to your My Domains page. From that My Domains page, find the domain in question and go to those three dots next to it and go to Manage DNS. Then from below your records, you're going to see that the name servers are right here on this page. You're going to go to change those name servers. Then from this next page, you're going to go to the Enter My Own Name Servers Advanced area. And this is the spot where you're going to enter those name servers that we talked about before, ns1.deltagroup.com and ns2.deltagroup.com. And then you're just going to save those name servers. You're going to give your consent and you're going to continue. You'll see upon going back to the page that the name servers haven't changed yet in GoDaddy. It can take up to 48 hours for these name servers to completely switch over. So go ahead and give it some time and then come back and check your website to make sure that things have changed appropriately. One of the last things for us to note here on this training is that you have another option when it comes to domains. If you don't want to use one that you currently own, you can come into the system and you can purchase a domain from Delta. So you're going to go to Purchase Domain, and you're going to put in a domain that you would like to use for your website to see if it's available. If it is available, then you're going to press continue and you're going to enter all of your information in order to purchase this domain. So you're going to add your information, and then it's going to tell you a price with a security certificate. And you also have the option to add domain privacy as well, and to choose whether you want this to auto renew. Once that domain is purchased, everything will populate here on this page. You may have to change your primary domain to the new domain you added, but everything will be ready to go at that point. A reminder, if you have any questions about any part of this process at all, please reach out to our support team for assistance.